I have school trained in restaurants and since I was 14.
Alrighty. There's Brandy.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm driving.
Oh, you better not be driving.
I am. Well, I'm at the gas pump right now, but I'm getting ready to drive.
Oh my gosh.
My child is needy.
Child is needy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. If you're not in a quiet place, just make sure to mute yourself here. If you're in a quiet place, then feel free to leave yourself unmuted. That way you can kind of chime in. So it is September. Can you guys believe it is September? I have no idea where this year's gone other than I have the gray hairs to prove that we're almost through the year. But I'm super excited because it is the kickoff of our brand new catalog, and you guys should all be excited about that because brand new catalog means brand new business, right? Means brand new adventures, the start of something new. And a lot of times if you're in a funk with your business, this is the perfect opportunity to kind of pull you out of the funk if you've been in the business for a while. And if you're a brand new consultant, it is the absolute perfect time to actually start your business. So I'm super excited that you guys all are taking time out of your evenings to join me live on Zoom. For those of you guys that are watching the recording, well, fingers crossed that people will watch the recording. Thank you guys for doing that too, because you know, it's definitely how you grow your business. You have to start with knowledge first in order to kind of move forward. So I'm going to share our screen and then we are going to get rolling. Alrighty then. And yes, we are so glad that you're here. The WOLFPACK welcomes you. All right, so some team updates for you guys, just on kind of some important dates of things that are coming up for you to kind of jot down on your calendars. We will have a new consultant or anybody who wants to join Zoom on Friday the 20th at 8 o'clock, okay? So bring your questions, share your concerns, grab up ideas from each other of things that are working, things that you're doing that are working, things that maybe aren't working, that you think you need to change and want some feedback on. It's really just a spot, I think, that kind of benefits everyone. Not only does it benefit you, it also benefits me because, you know, it kind of gives me a perspective of where we might need to spend more time training or where, you know, we're doing really well as a team. So next recipe night is my house, October 7th at 5 o'clock. And that just so happens to be my 40th birthday also. And I couldn't think of a better way to spend it than with my friends. So come learn a new show recipe, bring your potential new recruits to a safe place to ask questions. And better than that, I think get to know each other. You know, for me, part of what I've always loved about recipe nights, part of what my memories as starting as a new consultant, I used to go to all the recipe nights that were held for, you know, for my uplines team. And it was just a really good time to kind of spend with other consultants and be able to talk to other consultants, but then also, you know, really learn and get your hands on tools that maybe you've never used before. Next team meeting will be October 21st. At 8 o'clock, and it will be on Zoom, like always. And then let's talk about recognition, because something new, in case you missed the announcement on our team Facebook group, I announced it on September 4th, that we do have a brand new recognition program that I put in place for you guys. Did everyone see that already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. If you haven't seen it and all the details of it, if you go onto our Facebook group and go to the announcement section, there's a little place that says 3 announcements. That's how many I have posted up there. If you click that, you'll find the information on our new recognition program. So what I love about this is that, first of all, you get to take my money, okay? So take it. I have lots of Pampered Chef dollars that are waiting to be placed into your hands and into your bank accounts. But what I love about it is the fact that there's lots of different ways for you guys to earn those dollars. It's not just based on sales. It's not just based on recruiting. You actually can earn those dollars for just normal things that we do. So attend a monthly meeting, you get $2 for that. Attend recipe night, you get $2 for that. If you're green by 15th, you get $2 for that. And so on and so forth. So you'll see the picture down here at the bottom right-hand side. And that's basically the structure and how you'll earn those Pampered Chef dollars. So the kicker is that you are totally 100% responsible for tracking this, okay? Becky will not be tracking this, okay? This is up to you to be responsible for. So as you reach these milestones through the month, you know, just go ahead and grab the picture that I've posted and go ahead and check them off as you do them, right? So then it's really easy when you're going to submit it, it's done. No worries, no stressing, no going backwards and saying, okay, what did I do? If you keep track of it all month long, you won't have any issues.
Is it starting September? Just it's starting September.
September is the month that this starts. You would post your first one by October 10th.
Okay.
It has to be posted on our team page no later than October 10th.
Okay.
So that still gives you, 10 days, the beginning of the month of October, to kind of go back and look at September and see which of these milestones you hit for September. And then obviously it's easier if you just, kind of track it all month long in the month of September. And then you can just submit it the very first part of October.
Okay.
So make sure when you do it that you use the hashtag WOLFPACK PC dollar in your post. It just helps me find all of those posts when I go to actually send the Pampered Chef dollars to you guys. But remember, you guys are responsible for this, okay? So if you message me on the 15th of October and say, I forgot to do it, I'm going to have to tell you I love you, but I'm so sorry I can't do it. To be fair to everybody in the team, with us growing, it's just going to be easier if you guys manage this for yourselves. I think also that it lets you take some accountability and ownership of your business to see where you're excelling and where you can improve. So what do you guys think? You guys think it's a good idea?
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. All righty. So look at all of these faces, you guys. These are all of our new consultants that we welcomed in the month of August. We had our best recruiting month ever for the WOLFPACK. We welcomed 7 new team members, which just makes me smile, makes me really, really happy. So we had Rochelle Wingert that joined our team. Rochelle was recruited by Sarah. Katie Reinald was recruited by Tiffany. Lynn was recruited by me. Megan was recruited by me. Kim was recruited by me. Brooke was recruited by Sarah. And then Virginia was recruited by Lakin. So welcome to all of our new team members. We're really, really happy to have you guys on our team. And we really can't wait to help you guys reach all of your goals.
Woohoo!
Oh, isn't that exciting? Oh, I know, it's so exciting. As a mama bear, it's so exciting. All right, so on September 1st, we talked a little bit when I went Facebook Live. I kind of shared some tiers with you guys, first of all. You guys remember that when I went Facebook Live on the first day of the month? And we talked a little bit about our team goals, like what our team goals were going to look like. And so as a team, we came up with the hashtag Big Team Dream, okay? And so anytime you guys accomplish a milestone for your business, or, something that you feel like is pushing you or excelling you, moving you forward in your business, I want you guys to share that on the team page and use that hashtag Big Team Dream. I'm a dreamer. Okay, I love to think about, all of the things that I've been told all my life that are impossible for me to do. And I'm also one of those people that if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to try about 100 times harder to do it. So we talked a little bit that day about what we wanted to do this month for our recruiting goal. And the number that we kind of landed on was 30. And why would we land on such a high number when we only recruited 7 people in our team last month? Well, when you think about it, we are right at about 45 consultants on our team right now. And so if each person on our team welcomed at least one person, Let's say only half of our team members welcome one person. We would be so close to reaching that goal, right? But think about it. I think with a $29 starter kit this month that it's possible, really, for lots of us to welcome 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 people. We just have to know how to do it. How many of you guys feel comfortable with offering the business? So? Okay. So that's where we're going to spend some time talking about, okay, is actually sharing our business opportunity, because really the sky is the limit with you guys. You know, we control our own destinies, and a lot of times we have to get out of our own ways, okay? We stand right in our own path and right in our own dreams way. So yes, we have 3 new consulting kit options. So number 1, in the month of September only, we have the $29 quick start kit. Okay, what is the quick start kit? For those of you guys that have not, if you've been hiding in under a rock somewhere and are not familiar with this amazing opportunity that Pampered Chef has given us, so somebody starting out could literally sign up for $29. They get all of the paperwork that they need for the business, an apron, and the 90-day subscription for their website, okay? It does not contain any products, but that's not really a big deal, okay? The Quick Start Kit will replace the $109 starter kit just in the month of September. So in the month of October, that $109 kit will be back, and then we'll have our $159 and our $249. This month only, your host can apply their $25 or their $50 kit credit coupon towards the purchase of a new consultant starter kit, like always, right? So it doesn't change just because this kit is $29. They can still use one of those kit credits. Now, if they use the $50 kit credit, yes, they could walk away with just paying the tax or paying the shipping on the kit. They do not get to save that $21 of free, okay? It's null and void when they don't use it. So what I would recommend is that they use the $25. It leaves them with a $4 left over to pay out of pocket, and then they're shipping. So they're out like, you know, 10 bucks. Ask your host and recruit leads. There is an amazing video, if you have not already seen it, on Consultants Corner, where some of my good friends, Donna, Claudia, and Sharon, talk about ways to use this $29 starter kit, okay? Ways that you can share it, people to talk to, who you want to reach out to. So if you haven't watched that already, I definitely recommend that you watch it. The new consultant offer, that's just kind of the icing on the cake, right? This month, we have the Earn a Free Quick Cooker in September. So think about it. If you have people that are like, oh my gosh, I need the quick cooker, okay? But they're kind of like, I don't really want to host a party, you know, to get it for 60% off. Why not offer it to them for free? You know, they start out, they get the new consultant kit, they pay 29 bucks for it. They work, you know, for the first 30 days as a consultant. They get the quick cooker and then decide whether they want to pursue Pampered Chef or not. You know, really it's in their hands, but they can put that $240 new product in their kitchen. Also consider the new consultant rewards program. They get to earn unlimited Pampered Chef dollars in the first 90 days. Why is that important? That's important because, okay, so let's say you have a person that's thinking about, man, maybe I should do it this month, but they don't own any Pampered Chef, okay? They don't own any Pampered Chef products. So some of us would say, well, they're not an ideal person to start this business unless they're going to do it virtually, right? I beg to differ. So with the ability to earn all of those Pampered Chef dollars in their first 90 days, they also have the ability to kind of customize their own new consultant kit and what they would want in it, okay? So maybe they start out as a virtual consultant, they qualify, they start earning these Pampered Chef dollars, and then they can add to their kitchen and add to their kit. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. So how do we use these amazing gifts? That's really the question, right? Where do we start? Now, I told everybody to make sure you have paper, and you're going to need it in just 1 second, right? So let's impact lives together. Sharing the opportunity, we can make someone else's every single day better. So maybe you know someone who is close to joining but hasn't made the commitment. You tell them about this month's incredible offer, a quick cooker for new consultants to qualify. Maybe you know someone who's stressing out about extra expenses, especially with the holidays coming up. Does anybody know how close we are to the holidays? I mean, it's September 16th right now, right? That's like, what, 3 months away from Christmas? Yeah, like 3 months and like a couple days. So maybe this is their solution to pay for those holiday expenses, right? Maybe it'll pay for their kids' Christmas presents. Maybe it'll pay for them to travel to go, spend Christmas with their parents. Who knows? Maybe you know someone who has children between the ages of 2 and 16, and you guys see that little picture of Mickey and Minnie Mouse there, right? So you tell them about the opportunity that next year we are going to be working on earning the Disney vacation, guys. It starts in January, okay? So why is that important right now? That's important because they have the best 3 months of the year to launch their business so that when January rolls around, they have an established business with momentum by then, okay? So they're literally starting off the business on the right foot because you asked them to. You're giving them the chance to take their family on a vacation that they will remember the rest of their lives. Now, I'll tell you, I'm gonna stop you guys right here because I want to talk about Disney for a second. Who's been to Disney? Anybody been to Disney?
I have.
Okay. So I will tell you from experience, you guys all know that I'm a mom of 4. We have never been able to afford to go to Disney, okay? It was not something that we've ever had the money to do. We never had the finances to be able to do it. We never had the time to do it because I was always working, okay? Pampered Chef paid for our very first Disney trip. I will tell you guys that it is the one trip that I will never forget for the rest of my life. It is the one trip that my kids will never forget for the rest of their lives. When we were at National Conference this year, I actually went Facebook Live when they were getting ready to announce because we kind of had a feeling we knew that Disney was going to be announced. And so I went Facebook Live as they were announcing it so that Lily, my youngest, could kind of be there when they announced it with me. And the excitement was priceless on her face, guys, just priceless, because she got to experience Disney for the very first time because of Pampered Chef. More so, she got to experience Disney for the very first time because she had a mother that was driven, right? A mother that had a goal, a mother that had a vision to be able to take her family for the very first time ever in their lives to Disney. And we did it. When I think of Disney now, that's what I remember is the fact that something that we were never going to be able to do potentially because of finances, that my business allowed my family to go do. It's just, I can't get that back. That's just a memory that'll hold on for the rest of my life. And my kids, they still talk about it to this day. They're like, it was the best trip ever. When can we go back? So, next year when we start tracking for Disney, who's really going to be tracking it? It's not going to be me. It's going to be my kids that'll be tracking it because they're going to make sure that mama doesn't miss the boat, right? We're not going to miss this trip. So think about who else could, really want to go on an adventure like that. I mean, I'm sure you could all probably think of one person in your life that has kids that probably could not afford to take their kids to Disney. Can anybody think of someone like that? Okay, good. I think most people can. Disney is just one of those trips that for us, it was just unreachable. It was really unattainable. So yeah, I mean, Disney, hello. How you doing, Disney? Let's go back to our screen share. You guys are getting me to sing to you now. Scary, I know. So anyway, back to what we were saying. So anybody that has children between the ages of 2 and 16, tell them about the opportunity of a lifetime to qualify for a family trip to Disney World next year. So maybe you know someone that is a Pampered Chef fanatic and owns lots of Pampered Chef. Maybe they're the people that before you've heard say, well, I would love to join your team, but why would I have to buy a new consultant kit when I already have all these products in my kitchen? they're also an amazing person to really consider this business for. So what I want to get, kind of cross your minds is really that this opportunity just deserves to be shared, okay? We really shouldn't hold ourselves back from sharing it, because then we're really just putting ourselves in the way of it. All right, so it's time to brainstorm some. Anybody ready to brainstorm with me? Of course. Yes, we're all ready to brainstorm, right? I know. We're all excited to brainstorm. Let me move this over to this bar here. So I want you guys to get your pens and paper out, or pencils and paper, whichever you have. And we're going to start thinking together of who you know, okay? Whose life could you impact today? Does asking others about the business opportunity feel like it's all about you? Because, it probably does. Most of us, it does. Does it feel awkward? It shouldn't. Remember that asking someone about the business impacts lives. Literally, guys, I know you guys, it's a broken record for me to say this, but had I not been given the opportunity 7 years ago when I started, I have no idea where our next meal was coming from. So I want you guys to think about the business opportunity as really, it's all about them. We have nothing to do with it. The only thing that we really have to do with it is just another part of our job that we offer, right? So we offer cooking shows, we offer virtual parties, we offer fundraisers. The recruiting opportunity is no different. It's just one more part of our business that we have to share with people. So let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys work a full-time job?
Me.
Okay. Who said me? Megan?
Michelle, I'm sorry, the darkness. You can't see me.
Oh, it was Michelle. Michelle that's in the dark. It was a dark and stormy night. Okay, so, Michelle, I want you to tell me one thing at your job that you're required to do. Just one.
Lesson plan.
Lesson plan. Okay, Jackie, tell me one thing at your job you're required to do.
God, there's a lot. Provide good treatment to patients.
Provide good treatment. Okay, Megan, how about you? One thing that you're required to do.
Draw blood from animals.
Yeah. Tiffany, one thing you're required to do.
Work.
Work. That's a great answer.
No, train. I'm a trainer.
Okay. Branda, one thing that you were required to do.
Drive a jockey truck.
Okay, drive a truck. Nikki, one thing you're required to do.
Drive a school bus.
Okay. Brandy, how about you?
Interact with my employees.
Okay. Gail, how about you?
Implementing the ingredients. I need a condiment for this burger.
You need to unmute her.
I gotcha.
I have a cold, so I was muted.
What's one thing? You what?
I do reports.
Reports. Okay. Hey, Beth, I know you're a stay-at-home mom, but as a mom, what is something you're required to do? Maybe she's not around. Okay, so I know me, I'm required to actually get up in the morning and make sure my kids get on the bus, okay? So let me ask you guys this. Let's say that one thing that you're required to do, you don't do. What happens to your job?
Fired.
Fired? Most of us would have some repercussions from it, right? Okay.
They fire me again.
Okay, so I know that a lot of times we don't ask certain things from customers or, that make us feel uncomfortable because we're independent consultants, right? We're not required to do it. We're not required to ask. But if we actually treated our business as a real business, right? If we actually turn that little switch that's in our brains, the little switch, you guys know what I'm talking about, this little switch that's up here that says, well, I really don't have to ask her because it makes me feel uncomfortable and I don't want to hear no. If we flip that switch and have that little thing say, you know what, I really, because it's my job, I should just really ask everyone. Could you guys imagine if we switch that, if we flip that switch, what would happen with your businesses? Or the potential from making that one little change that could happen to your business. It really could make a difference, not only for you, but more importantly for someone else. Now, let me ask you another question. And I'm totally getting off track here, okay? Like, you guys know these slides keep me focused, and I'm squirreling right now, but it's important to squirrel. Jackie, how would you feel if that next person you offered the business opportunity was in a really bad financial situation? You shared the opportunity with them. You could have said no, brain, listen to the brain that's saying, oh, don't worry about it. It's not really important. But what if you shared that opportunity and that person was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked me because this will save my life? How would that make you feel?
Awesome.
Awesome.
I love helping people.
Right. So I just say that because really we don't know who is in that situation. Most people that are in that situation where financially they need something are too proud to ask for it. Okay. So they're not going to be the ones that say, hey, Jackie, can you tell me more about Pampered Chef? They're not going to be the one. I promise you they're not going to be the one. So imagine if this month, them being able to sign up makes all the difference in the world because it's only $29, right? There's a lot of people that if they're in that financial situation and then you tell them they're going to have to spend $110 on a new consultant kit or, the other two, higher price ones, the first thing they think about is, I can't even afford my meal next week. I can't even afford groceries this week. How am I going to spend? It's selfish of me to spend this much money on a new consultant kit when I don't even know if I'll be successful, right? So imagine if you're offering them the chance to start up for $29. Most people, we can swing $29. Most of us could. Most of us could say, hey, Mom, can I borrow, $30 from you? This is the reason why. Most of us would swing that. And so I just want you guys to think about it from that perspective. It's really not our place to decide if it's right or wrong for someone, right? Let them make the decision, because we really don't know what's happening on the other side of someone else's life. Because trust me, when you're in situations like that, most of the time you're not talking about it, unless it's a really good friend, you're really not sharing that stuff. Okay, so enough squirreling. But I think it was pretty important to squirrel that way. Just saying. Okay, so think about who you know and whose life could be impacted by Pampered Chef right now. So you guys have your paper out? Everybody has their paper and their pencil? So we're going to come up with a list, okay? So I want you guys to get out your piece of paper, and I want you to jot down 15 contacts that you haven't asked about the business. Use this little list here as a guide. So maybe it's someone who could benefit with a debt-free holiday. Maybe it's someone who has always wanted to go to Disney. Maybe it's an empty nester, or kids are, just now in school full time. Poor Nikki could vouch for that one. Maybe it's someone who needs help paying for school. So maybe it's that college kid that just started college, or that parent that just started helping their child pay for college. Maybe it's that person. Maybe it's a stay-at-home parent. Okay, guys, I'm just going to say this. I am a mom of 4, and the ability for me to get out amongst people that are like tall like me and look like me and are not short little midgets and speak kid language is really, really important, okay? So who needs a low startup cost? Maybe someone you've, just kind of casually talked about but never really asked. There's a difference. Sometimes we kind of casually mention it but really never take the time to fully ask the question. Who do you know that has tons of Pampered Chef products? So I'm going to give you guys like 2 minutes to jot down 15 people that fall in those categories. Tiffany, Staver, do not shake your head at me. Brainstorm. Use your brain.
Becky, it's Michelle talking. One thing I was just actually telling Chris is I said, I think actually college students would be really good at the whole virtual thing because they're so tech savvy and social, like the social media aspect of it. So they wouldn't even really have to do a party. You can get them perhaps on the virtual party side of it, like, to earn money while they're in college.
Most definitely. And think about it. If they only have to come out of pocket $29 to basically start up as a virtual consultant, because all they need is the paperwork and the website, it is ideal for a person that just started college. It's a low budget startup cost. And guys, where are you going to go start a business in the United States for $29? Like a lucrative business, one that can actually provide an income for you. All right, so how are we doing? Everybody jotting names down? I know, it's a little bit kind of like, oh, crap, Becky really wants me to do this?
Well, it's hard to do 15 contacts that you haven't asked.
Yeah.
I mean, all the people that I would do is the follow-up people that have shown interest that haven't grabbed at the opportunity.
Okay. So maybe then we add that category. Maybe it is people that you've talked to. It's been a while. Maybe it's someone that you haven't talked to. What's most important is that you have not talked to them about this $29 startup kit. Okay.
Yeah, because these are people that I actually had registered in the webinar.
Exactly.
That I'm going to follow up with that I have on my list.
Right. That really is the most important thing. I think that the other piece of this is actually tracking who you're talking to, okay? So that's the other side of what I'm asking you to do. This gives you a starting place, okay? So that going forward, when you talk to someone about the business opportunity, you actually keep a running track of who you're talking to, what their objection was, so that in the future, if we do a booking blitz or a recruiting blitz, so if we're working on contacts for bookings or we're working on contacts for recruiting, you have a great starting place, right? And you're not like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. This gives you a starting point.
Becky, can I just add something I did, and I actually got 2 leads from it. I went back into all of my parties that I closed out, and I just put in there about the $29 kit. And I did it with a drawn slip, a Google drawn slip. Actually, I have 2 people that said yes and 3 people that said maybe. But that can be an idea to go back into your old parties. And
absolutely. Yeah. Think about it. You guys, we leave our virtual party groups open, right? I mean, I would say most of you guys leave those groups intact after, and most of you guys don't take the time to go back and uninvite all of the guests that are actually and then close the group down because it takes a lot of work. And I don't recommend that you do that for the simple fact that it's a way to go backwards. It's a way when you're stuck that you can actually spring forward in your business again. Whether you're going back for, booking leads or whether you're going back for recruiting leads, what's important is when you're stuck and you don't know what to do and you feel like you've exhausted all your contacts, you have to start somewhere. So you leave those groups open to have that ability to reach back out to people that hopefully we had some kind of relationship with started, okay? Because remember, this business is not really about who you know. This business really is about how you make people feel. It's really not about who you know. You know, I've preached this for the last year. It's the power of one, okay? All it takes is one party or one recruit to start an immense amount of momentum in your business. And if you don't believe me, take one show and for the next 90 days, track that one show with what kind of results you got from one party. I did it last year. I posted it on our team page. I'm telling you guys, I've made a killing off of one party that I tracked. Every party that I've had from that one party has been over $1,200. You can ask Tiffany Saver. She went to 3/4 of those parties with me. They've been over $1,200 in sales. And it started with one show. That's actually how I met Megan. Megan fell into this group that started in Littlestown. So it's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. All it takes is one. All right, is everybody done with their list? Or you need more time?
I definitely don't have 15.
Okay. Well, do you have a starting point, though?
Yeah, I have 4.
Okay. Hey, it's a place to start. That's
Yeah.
the way
I told my husband, so he has to remember because I can't write in the car right now.
He needs to be your secretary.
How many of you came up with at least 5? Anybody come up with at least 5? Who came up with
at least 5? Yes.
Anybody come up with 10? Jackie, you did? Awesome. And see, Jackie, I met Jackie from that same group of people too. It's insane, guys. I can't even tell you. It's just insane. All right, so that's a work in progress, okay? That is something that we don't stop just because the meeting stops, right? I want you guys to keep doing the brainstorming, okay? So that's like a little mini side homework assignment for you guys because there's going to be a test later. Ha ha ha, I know, you love it. All right, let's go back. Oh my goodness. Trying to get this all moved around. All right, so let's talk about what's in it for you when you start growing a team. Yeah, there are things that are in it for you. Okay, so I think for me, the top one on the list is definitely the personal reward that you are going to make a difference and impact in someone else's life. Okay, for those of us that have welcomed a team member or 5 team members or 10 team members, the amount of warm fuzzies that come in your stomach when you have that person submit their first show or get their first paycheck or earn their first Pampered Chef dollars, it's just a feeling like, you know, it's something you won't forget. It's just really something you won't forget. Remember, where else do you have an unlimited earning opportunity? What I mean by that is this. How many of you guys get a yearly raise at your work? Who gets a yearly raise? Okay, most people do, right? And when you get a yearly raise, how much do you normally get a yearly raise? What's your yearly raise normally?
Mine's 10%.
10%? Okay. What'd you say, Jackie?
I said, damn, that's nice. I thought I was happy at like 6%, and then we're not going to get any more than 2% if we're lucky next year.
Yeah, I'm at like 1.6%.
Oh my God.
Right?
So let's think it, and that's based off your salary, right?
Yeah.
6% of your salary? Okay.
Yeah.
1.5% of your salary, which is absolutely ridiculous for a teacher. I'm just going to vent that for a quick second. Oh. Okay, so let's do math for a second. So let's say you were making a salary of $50,000 a year, okay? And you got that 6% raise. What's that break down to? $3,000 in a year, right? Divided by 12. So like $200 a month, like $250, probably $250 a month, somewhere around there.
Sorry, I realized I was on mute. Yeah, about 200, a little bit more.
Yeah. So $200 a month. So you guys realize that we can give ourselves a pay raise anytime we want, right? Anytime we want, we can give ourselves a pay raise. Whether it is adding one more show to our calendar, we can give our pay raise because our little commission scale goes from 20% and it can go all the way up to 33% the better you get in this business. So each month we control that pay raise. And then that's just from sales. That's not even including when you welcome a team member. You are giving yourself a pay raise, okay? As a director, I get a 3% override on all of my team sales and 3% override on my personal sales. So you're talking about endless possibilities, right, with the amount of raises you can give yourself. So I just want you to think about that. Swoosh! Got to move you to the side. Oh, why did it do that? This thing drives me crazy some days. All right, so let's check out some news from home office. I'm sure by now some of you guys may have sold a quick cooker or some of you may have booked a show for one. So I want to make sure you guys know that there's something in the works from home office. So starting here soon, so it's starting on the 15th of September. No, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to start, actually it's part of the update that they were doing in the system. So it should be happening. They probably will send it in STIR on Tuesday. So from here on, anybody that purchases a quick cooker is going to receive some communication from home office to help us with getting information to them. So any customer that's opted into the receiving the e-newsletter communication and has purchased a quick cooker, okay? So like our other customer emails, these will be sent to your customers on your behalf. And what are they doing? It's going to be a series of 5 emails with information like how to get started, recipe ideas, and other products that they can cross-sell with it. So we'll send the first email 5 to 7 days after the quick cooker ships, and then they'll get 4 more emails over the next 90 days about the quick cooker. They're going to feature 2 brand new recipes for the quick cooker. One's going to be a jambalaya, and then one's going to be a chicken tortilla soup. And then they're also going to be adding those recipes to the quick fix dinner party theme by September 15th.
How did you get all your training for the quick cooker? Like,
how did I get all my training?
Yeah, for the quick cooker.
If you go onto Consultants Corner, if you go to the Training and Resources tab, and then if you go down to the fall-winter guide, okay, there are videos downloaded in there from the consultants that are doing training with you. Okay, so it's a whole section on the quick cooker. There's lots of tutorials on it, question and answers, that kind of thing. But more so, it's really getting the product in your kitchen and just experimenting.
Okay.
For me, that's where I've learned. I'm a hands-on kind of girl. I can watch 15,000 videos on Facebook or YouTube, but until I get my hands on something, you really don't quite know all the ins and outs of it. And so that for me has been the priceless training, is just really getting that product and getting my hands on it.
Okay.
All right, so that's pretty awesome though. This is the first time, guys, that they've ever done something like this to support a product for us. So I think that this is going to do a lot of different things. Number one, it's going to keep you in communication with your customer, okay? And you're not having to remember to send the emails out. Home office is doing it for you. Number two, if they're also promoting other items that will work perfectly with the quick cooker, it's a potential for cross-selling, future orders from your customers. But more importantly, remember what I said a couple minutes ago, that our, customers, the relationship that we grow with them is really the most important thing of our whole business. And so you're going to look like a mad genius. I'm just telling you, when you're sending out these emails, when you're really not sending out the emails, but they don't know that. But you're looking like you're really supporting them, right? With this brand new product, they're going to think you're like a genius. Like, oh my gosh, she really does care, about me using this tool. And so they know right there, it's going to create an amazing bond with you and that customer when they start providing that on your behalf. It's been something that they've been talking about for the last year and a half. And I'm really, really glad to see that they're actually starting to execute it. And I do know for the future that this is something that they're going to also be looking at doing on most of our power tools. So you're talking like the Rock Crocs, the deep covered baker, the grill pan, those kind of bigger tools. They're going to be looking at really supporting us through our e-newsletter feature with sending these emails out on our behalf. So you guys know I'm a huge techie. You guys know I'm really involved with the home office team with web support and with our team with the Consultants Corner. And so for me, I get really excited over the nerdy little things that that they're starting to do for us, because, when you kind of had your hands wrapped around a lot of the technology with home office, when they make these changes and you've been a part of it, it's really exciting to be a part of. So there is going to be some new rollouts coming. We just had that one change. What was it, like last week or a week and I'm losing track of time, like a week and a half ago, with the update to our Consultants Corner again. And so here are some more things that are getting ready to change. So mobile friendly setup and editing. You can create a party on the go, which the beauty is that they want you to literally be able to work your business anywhere you are. Okay. So most of us have a smartphone nowadays. Most of us, if we had the choice, would definitely work from a phone versus pulling out an old laptop. And so they really want to put that flexibility in the palm of your hand, literally. And so that's why they're spending so much time and effort on making our site so mobile friendly. So you're going to have in-person, virtual, and catalog options to fit your business. The default time is automatically, this is something I love from the cooking show standpoint. It's always been set to midnight, and so then you always have to adjust the cooking show times. They've done a deep dive on the average show time when everybody has their cooking shows, and the average is 6 o'clock. And so it's going to default automatically now to 6 p.m. Yay, praise you, Jesus. They realize most of us, after a cooking show or a virtual party, leave it open for 7 days. And so the default's going to be 7 days from the time, the order deadline. The one I'm really excited about is the host info is going to autofill, okay, from existing contacts. So that means that, if I were to start typing Jackie, it's going to pull up my list of all my Jackies, and then I can just click and it'll autofill everything instead of having to, click host search, put in the name, click, 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 click. It'll just autofill. The party landing page URL, this is another one I'm super excited about. Instead of having to go in and customize the URL, most of us do. Most of us go in and customize that URL to be, I do my cooking show, or any party really, so it would be like Jackie D and then the show number. So they are going to actually do the party URL, the URL default to the host name and date. Okay, so it's going to be customized. I know, Tiffany, is that exciting? So you will not have to customize it anymore. The beauty about that is that everything will be unique. Okay, they're going to make sure that everything's unique for you, and that you're not going to run into any issues.
There might be an issue, though, if you have a host that books in the beginning of the year and also in the second half of the year.
What do you mean?
As far as a unique URL.
No, the date. It's going to go by the date.
That's right. Never mind. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
Well, when you say date, I use year. That's why mine
I gotcha.
So if
Yeah.
I have 2 from the same host, I had to put like, I started doing the month and then the year because I had one at the beginning of the year, and then she booked again for September. So I did 09-2018.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Gotcha.
sorry.
That's okay. And then you can use the new party creation form whenever you like. Okay. So let's say you get in there and you start playing with it and you really don't like it. You don't have to use it. You're not going to be obligated to make all these changes. Like, this is going to be something that you control. So maybe you get in there and you feel like this is not easier for you. Then you can default back to the old way, which I think that's great that they're giving you an option. But I'm telling you guys, when they make this change, it's going to be so much easier for you guys. I really do absolutely 100% in my heart believe that. So if you don't know, they put together the monthly focus for you guys every month, okay? And what's in the monthly focus? It's seasonal tips to help you book, sell, and recruit, okay? The new one's in there for September. There are links to videos, promotions, party themes, and other tools to help support you through the month. Okay, does everybody know where to find the monthly focus at? Okay, so when you log in, it's actually kind of right there, right? On your main screen. So it's basically your one-stop shop to make the most of your month that's ahead of you, though.
Hey, real quick, Becky. I know Gail had an issue this week with her stir. Like, she could find it in like when we open it up, it's there, and you can read even past stirs as well. Is that like, how can we check that if it's not just located there? Like, is there some other place?
Online, you mean? If it's not coming to the email?
Gail, wasn't it the stir? She wasn't getting emails for the stir. And I don't know where you could, she should be getting the emails, but she's not getting them.
Do you have a Gmail account, Gail?
No, Hotmail.
Hotmail? Okay, so most of the time what we found, I know Gmail has like a promotions tab. Hotmail, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that it has a different, like, instead of your spam. Have you checked in your spam at all?
Yeah, it's not in spam.
Okay, do you have another, because some of them have like 2 or 3 different folders that it filters your emails through?
No, I only have my inbox and my junk.
I would definitely reach out to home office. If you're not receiving it, reach out to tech support. When you call in, it's option 2, and ask them, because there's got to be a reason why you're not receiving it. Either number one, do you get other emails from home office? Is it just the stir that you're not receiving, or are you not getting any communication at all?
No, I've been getting other emails. I just don't get the stir.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely reach out to them, because they should be able to get that fixed for you.
Okay.
Okay. But I think that there is, on Consultant's Corner, I'm almost sure that there's an archive of the stirs on there. I'll have to look.
When you scroll to the very bottom of Consultant's Corner, everything's there.
Right. Okay. I was pretty sure there was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would definitely check with them, because you should definitely be receiving that. All right, so how would you guys love to have your calendar 100% fully booked? Anybody? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be a great feeling to just like not have to stress over how many bookings you have, and if you go with 5 shows, to just open your calendar and see it have 5 shows? That would be great. So let's talk about 4 tools that are going to help you book September parties. So number 1, you have the host special. Okay, so this month they can choose 60% off of any product or set, including brand new products like the Quick Cooker. So really, the ability to put any of those tools, whether it be, a rock crock. I mean, lots of people would love to have the rock crock. Lots of people would love to have our cookware. Lots of people would love to have our knives. The deep covered baker, the list goes on and on and on and on. how I've always talked about the host special when we have 60% off. I don't advertise it as 60% off, and I'll tell you why. Most people do not calculate quickly in the brains, okay, to say, okay, this product is $200. That means if I get it 60% off, it's going to be $80, right? Most people can't do that simple math in their head that quick. And so their first instinct is that it's still a lot of money, right? That's the first thing that they're going to think about. So the way that I would approach those products is actually to show the value to them. So how would you like to get the 12-inch stainless skillet for $80? You know, instead of it saying it's 60% off, why are you understand me, Tiff? You made a face at me. So speak the love language of dollars and cents instead of percentages is what I'm saying, okay? So actually tell them what the end result of that will be instead of 60% off, because it's more of an impact in their mind than it is to say you can get anything for 60% off. So show them the value. So you can offer new party themes. What's good about offering new party themes? Because you can solve problems and create an experience people want to have. So people right now, you know, school just started, things are starting to set back into a routine, but a lot of moms, sports are getting ready to start up if they haven't already. A lot of with school starts frustrations, okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. With the school comes problems. And so most moms end up running through the drive-thru a lot, right? Most moms end up very frustrated when it comes time to dinner because they have no idea what they're going to cook. And so the quick fix dinner theme actually will help people to kind of show them some easy recipes that they can put on the table in under 30 minutes. And it also showcases the new products. The pizza party theme is perfect for people who are looking for a fun cooking experience. So another one of the tools are classroom kitchen fundraiser parties for schools. Okay, if you have not offered this to your customer base, then you're missing the boat. Okay, because a lot of people, and we're going to talk about that here in a second, a lot of people do volunteer with Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts. A lot of people volunteer at schools, especially if you're talking those stay-at-home moms. A lot of them volunteer in the schools once or twice a week or once a month. Teachers, teachers are always looking to get their hands on materials for their, classes. And then don't forget, we have brand new booking videos, both in person and virtual, that you can post to your social site to find host leads. Okay. So I know so many times we are super excited to try to share this business with everyone, try to share the bookings with everyone. And so sometimes we just come off very, needy. Okay. So with the videos that home office has put together, you're not going to come across that way. Okay. Remember, they're the experts in social media and marketing. And so those videos that are posted for you are a great resource. If you don't know where to find them, they're going to be under marketing imagery and then down to the videos. Alrighty, it's time to brainstorm again. Who's excited? I know. See, I told you were going to have to give your paper a workout tonight. So our minds are like parachutes. You guys see this picture? I love this. When I found it, I was like, perfect. Minds are like parachutes. They function better when they are open. Okay? So it's time to put the pencil to the paper again. And I want you guys to think of the first 3 people that pop in. We're just going to work down this list. Okay? So we're just going to work down this list together. So close your eyes. And I want you to think of the first 3 people that pop into your mind whose name begins with the letter A. That you know. Jackie's like, what? I love you too, sweetie. I think I just told you guys all I loved you, sweeties. All right, first 3 people that pop in your mind that start with the letter B. And it can't be me. I know I'm a B, but it can't be me. This is bookings. Remember, we're thinking bookings. All right, first 3 people that with C's. Do you guys see a pattern here? So if your mind is flowing, you're going to go C, D, and E, okay? Well, I'll let you guys flow for a second. What? Okay. All right. Love you too. Is this easy or hard? You're muted, Brandy.
It is hard.
Hard. Megan, is it hard?
Yes.
Yeah.
I started going down through my cell phone.
That's just what I was getting ready to say.
And then through Facebook.
Absolutely. It's just what I was getting ready to say. So let's not get stuck on it. Remember, because we have a starting place, right? And we're going to keep going. What's important is after we're done with the meeting that you revisit it, because like I said, there's going to be a little challenge here coming up in a couple seconds. So think about it. Go through your text list, go through your Facebook list, go through your email list, and that's how you really can find more contacts that right now are just not clicking in your head, okay? All right, let's keep going with our list though. So 3 people who have kids in sports. And then you're going to want to think of 3 people who maybe volunteer with Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts at their school or work at a school.
So can I say something completely, well, it's on topic, but off topic?
Yeah, most definitely. Go for it.
So that quote that you have up there, I have that on my whiteboard in my office for my employees, and it's been up there for like 6 months.
But it's so true. Sometimes we go into these things with closed minds when the first thing I tell you is that we're going to brainstorm. The first thing that happens, your mind shuts down, right? Because you're like, oh my God, she wants me to like actually think right now. And so we close down, our brains close down. And that's why I said, is this hard for you guys? Because most people, that's what happens. I'm putting you on the spot, right? And I'm asking you to stretch your brain. And it's the end of the night. And for me, my brain's already been stretched enough. So, you know, the biggest thing is that you have a starting point and a place to start from. All right. And then the last one is now think of 4 people who have no time for a party. And we're talking a cooking show. No time for a party. So does anyone get my strategy and the way that I'm thinking right here when we're brainstorming and these lists of people? Does anybody get my little process here? So my first list, what'd you say? Did you start to say something, Megan?
Yes. I was getting ready to say, like, the people on my list for the A, B, C, D, E, and then 3 people that have kids in sports and people who volunteer or have no time for party shows is 2 of the main people in my mind are all in the same group.
Right.
They all have kids. They don't have time.
Right.
And so they're all, like, in the same.
They're all looking for solutions, right? Every one of these are looking for a solution of some kind. So the other thing I want you to think about is this. That first list of people with the alphabet really could be any kind of show, right? It could be a cooking show, it could be a bridal shower, it could be whatever. That list of where you're thinking about people for sports, what do you offer them if they're in sports? You offer them fundraisers, right? Ah. So those people that are the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, that volunteer at the school or work at the school, what do you offer them? How about the classroom fundraiser? Okay. And those people that have no time for a cooking show, what do you offer them? We offer them a virtual party. Okay. So moral of the story here is that everybody is going to look for a solution to a problem. The most important thing is, what category in your mind do you have that person in, and what are you offering them? Because you want to make sure what you're offering them is going to fit their desire or their need at the time. Okay, does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so we shouldn't just offer a cooking show to everyone. We shouldn't just offer a virtual party to everyone, because somebody may have a bigger desire at the time, you know, so maybe you're a virtual only consultant, and that's absolutely fine. But you know, you can offer virtual party fundraisers too. You can offer virtual party bridal showers too. See where I'm going with this? So we offer
baby showers.
You could, absolutely. I know people that have done baby showers because we have a lot of tools that work perfect for new moms. You know, especially the cold brew pitcher. I'm just saying, they need coffee.
Becky, I was going to say too, you can offer catalog shows.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The most important thing I want you guys to take away from this exercise, number one, is a starting place for you guys to continue with, okay? But more so, to really think about the person that you're messaging and what you're offering to them, okay? A lot of us, we stalk Facebook, we see what's going on with our friends and family, and so when we try to connect with them, we need to connect with them where they're at in life, right? Not where we're at in life, but where they're at in life. We need them more than they need us sometimes. So you have to connect on their level and what they need. Hopefully that makes sense to y'all. So guess what you guys just did? Okay, when you finish that, you just made a list of 25 contacts to reach out to within the next 24 hours. Okay, and don't think about that so much. Don't let that overwhelm your brain. And I know it sounds like, oh my God, 25 contacts and I have 24 hours to do it. No, okay, don't look at it that way. What's more important for me is that you take that list and you finish it, and then yes, to reach out to people, okay? We in this business, we really should be talking to 25 people a week until we get a solid calendar built where we want it to be, okay? So maybe you only want to do 3 shows a month. I'm fine with that, right? Maybe you want to do 23 shows a month. you have to know what healthy habits to put in place for your business in order to always stay consistent and have your calendar full where you want it. Okay. So 25 contacts a week is like the golden rule for the amount of contacts that you would want to try to do every week with people. So when you think of people in categories, it's a little bit easier to figure out your list for people. And so I say you write your list at the beginning of the week, and then every day, break it down into 5 days. Maybe you make 5 contacts every day, so at the end of the week, you've reached out to 25 people. You don't have to do 25 people at one time. So it's time for the Ultimate Team Challenge. Are you guys ready for it? So together tonight, we made a list of 15 contacts to reach out to about the business and 25 contacts to reach out about booking a show. Now the rest is up to you. So I'm challenging you guys by Friday at 8 o'clock, okay? Because I say 8 o'clock, we have a new consultant call at 8 o'clock on Friday. So hopefully some of you guys will be jumping on Zoom with me at 8 o'clock. So at Friday, 8 o'clock, I want you to take a picture and post on our team page with the hashtag UTC, which stands for Ultimate Team Challenge, with your contacts and your results. Okay? So all it's got to be is your, Kim, Jesse, Jordan, whatever, and then what the results were. Yes, they booked and give me a date. No, and what the reason why they didn't schedule was. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? That's the challenge. Now remember, as you're doing these contacts, you're going to hear no. I promise you're going to hear no. If you really, really want to beef up your business, before you reply to them, take a screenshot, okay, of what their objection is. Send it to either myself or Tiffany so that we can help you with word choices and how to respond back to people. From everyone that participates, okay, so for everybody that posts the results on the team page, I'm going to draw a winner of 25 Pampered Chef dollars, and that drawing will be held Friday night on our new consultant call at 8 o'clock. Okay, everybody understand the rules?
Yes.
Okay. I told you, take my money.
You're killing me.
So what does this do for Becky?
Hey, real quick, Becky. On your first slide, you had the date of Thursday instead of Friday, even though you said upcoming. It's the upcoming. It's like one of your first save the dates. Yeah, that's a Thursday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's Friday. It's not Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, because the 22nd Saturday.
Yeah.
Oopsies. Thank you.
And I wanted to say something back then at that one, but I completely forgot. You went to the next slide and it went out my brain.
All right. So 21st, 8 o'clock. That's Friday. I knew where it was. I knew when it was. Sorry, the rest of you didn't. All right. So that's the challenge. Everybody understands the rules. All right. So it's time to sell. How can we get some sales this month? If you are a virtual consultant, there are going to be some virtual webinars that are going to be held in September, okay? Here's all of the dates for them right here. So they're trying to do them in the afternoon and in the evening, so hopefully they can kind of fit one in with everybody's schedules. The training, I attended it already. It was amazing training on virtual parties. So you'll have, this is the little link, and I will post this on the team page so that you guys can register for whichever time slot works better for you. I'll just actually post this whole slide for you guys, okay? I definitely recommend that you hop onto one of these trainings because it is definitely worth your time, most definitely. The best part is at the end of it, they do a question and answer. And so if you are really looking to beef up your virtual calendar, this is a great way to do it.
Are they all the same trainings or are they different?
Yes. No, it's all the same.
It's all the same. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to do that because I have virtual parties coming up in September and October.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome.
All right, so what's in it for you in September with sales? 750 is the magic number this month. When you submit 750 in commissionable sales or 2 parties, you're going to earn the game day insulated tote. So some of you guys already have one on the way, which is super exciting because I cannot wait to show this little tote off. This little bad boy will be going to all my parties with me. It is super cute.
Hey, Becky.
Uh-huh.
If we earn the mug, how long does that normally take?
They are getting ready to ship in the month of October.
Okay.
Yeah. They did a kind of a special incentive for consultants that went to national conference where we could earn up to 4 of them. They shipped out our first ones, and then all of the remaining ones, all of the consultant level, and then the national conference people, national conference people all ship in the month of October. All right, so what product could you easily post on Facebook and any social media and grab some sales from the new catalog? Any ideas?
The micro cooker.
Micro cooker?
Yes.
Absolutely. Great $12 item, right? Newly restyled, solves a problem in people's kitchens. What else?
The cheap little paring knives.
Paring knives. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad they're back. All right, what else?
The quick slice.
Quick slice. Great gadget.
Yes.
That bad boy goes with me to every single cooking show, every show. $34. It will be the BFF of everyone's kitchen because they will use it for everything, and they will kiss you the next time they see you after they use it. I promise.
Our
What
big
else?
ticket items.
What'd you say, Brandy?
Like our big ticket items, like our knives and things like that, because that's how you get them to book parties.
Okay. If we're thinking sales, though, so not necessarily booking. So if let's say we're in the situation where we don't have any shows on our calendar this month and we just want to get active. That's what we're thinking. Okay. So how could we easily submit a show this month just by focusing on one product? And what product would it be?
Mix and chop.
Mix and chop. That's a great one. And you know, even those people that already have a mix and chop, a backup one is not a bad idea.
I want them to make a bigger micro cooker.
A bigger micro cooker?
A bigger one.
She sounds like Patrick.
I made mac and cheese last night, but I could only fit like half the box of pasta in it. And it's gone today. The kids ate all of it.
Are you talking about the microwave pasta cooker?
Yes.
Or the micro cookers?
The pasta cooker.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I love the pasta cooker.
Me too.
Such a great item.
Baking season's coming up, so anything to deal with baking.
Baking. Anything baking. Absolutely. Okay.
Like all of our products under $10, that
Right.
little slide.
Absolutely. And so that is exactly what I want you guys to think about, okay? So sometimes if you're in the position where you don't have shows on your calendar and you still want to be active, right? Nobody wants to go a month with not being active, really. I mean, I would say everybody really wants to make money from this business. You know, some of us are happy with $30 in commission a month, and I don't get it, but whatever. If it makes you happy, then I'm happy for you. But if you just, you know, maybe things fell apart, all your parties canceled last minute, whatever the case is, and you're in a situation where you want to be active, I want you to take one product and I want you to focus on it, okay? How do you focus on a product? That means your posts in your VIP group are all about why they need that tool in their hands and in their kitchen, okay? So here's some great ones we put together. So the kitchen paring knife set. When you sell 20 sets of those knives, guess what? It's $150 in sales and you're active for the month, okay? I did, the beginning of this month, a pre-order for people. I sold 37 sets of those stupid knives just by posting in it, my group. That was it, 37 sets of knives. Hello, how you doing? I was active by the 2nd of the month. Bam. So, microwave pasta cooker. When you sell 8 of them, you have enough for a qualifying show. We're moms. Most of us, lots of us are moms. So offer a mom a solution and better your business at the same time. 8 waffle pans. That's a qualifying show. You guys see where I'm going with this? So you pick one item and you focus on that one item and why they need that one item so badly in their kitchen. And how you do that? I mean, for me, when I do a challenge like that for myself, I don't put it out there as a challenge, okay? because every direct sale company says, I've been challenged by my director, blah, 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 blah. They automatically turn you off, guys. You get turned off and shut down when you started out like that. Offer a solution for their kitchen. Do not go into it salesy, okay? People, when they're getting sold to, guess what happens? They put their little earplugs in and they go nose blind to you. Like it just doesn't exist anymore. So offer them a solution. All right, so looking ahead to October, and I know I'm going to have to hustle through because it's 9:22. Looking ahead to October, we have our quick cooker back on sale for 60% off, along with our 2 rock crock sets and our 10-inch saute, the stainless steel, nonstick pan. My brain just went dead. For guests, we have the slice and serve, and then you've got the large serving spatula and the mini serving spatula. So how can we use next month's specials right now to fill our October calendars? So let's say you have your calendar already filled for September, and all you have to do is execute, right? We have to host coach, we got to execute our shows. And right now we should be working on making sure October is booked, right? So how can you do that? Well, some of the ways that you're going to do that is by things that you talk about this month, okay? Things that you focus on this month, not only in your VIP party or in your VIP group, but in your parties. So maybe you offer a theme show. Maybe you share tons of recipes from these tools on your VIP group to entice people. And what do I mean by that? So maybe you go live, okay, go Facebook Live with a quick demo of the rock crock, and you're making the caramel peanut butter brownies that take 8 minutes in the microwave. Well, I know for me, when I can make brownies in the microwave in 8 minutes, it's kind of an issue because that means I can make brownies anytime I want them. But more so, when you show somebody that they can do something like that with the power of the microwave, again, going back to what we were thinking about earlier, with every mom with school starting, everybody's busy. They need these tools in their kitchens, guys. And so when you focus on the benefits of having these products in their kitchen all month long, the likelihood of them booking a show is naturally going to happen. You're not forcing the booking idea down their throat. You're sharing how that tool can actually benefit them, okay? Last thing I would say on that is open your home up and have your friends come over and test out the products. This is the perfect time of the year with a brand new catalog to ask 5 of your best friends to come over for a quick night. You know, you make a couple recipes. Maybe you take the season's best and you make 2 or 3 of the recipes and let them vote on which one should be your demo for fall. Okay.
So could that be like a girls' night?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what it does, it creates excitement with your friends. I would go a little Facebook Live while my friends were over and we were all cooking together. So it would also entice people too. And then hopefully one of those friends falls in love with one of the power tools that you're using and books a show. Okay. So let's talk about social media, because we mentioned that a couple times right here with Facebook Live and with your VIP groups. So did you guys know that there is brand new training available for social media? I've already taken the training. It is absolutely amazing training. Shanda Mundell, which is right here, you guys will see her picture, is actually signed on with Pampered Chef to provide our social media training with us. Why is Shanda a benefit for us? Shanda was a very, very successful Pampered Chef consultant, turned VP of her own social media strategy company. So she already knows the ins and outs of our business. And so now she's able to help us with branding ourselves, with social media platforms. And so she has worked on putting this training together for you guys on how to brand yourself on social media, how to market yourselves on social media, and it is definitely, definitely worth your time. So it's going to be under training and resources, down to marketing online. You'll scroll down just a little bit, and then you'll see this little section that says social media training lessons. you'll click this red link that says social media training, and then that's where you're going to find all of the new training at.
I've watched that. It's good.
It's amazing training. Absolutely. So I mentioned a minute ago about learning all about party themes. Party themes will create an experience that your customers love. Want to know how party themes become an amazing and awesome booking tool for your customers? Listen to your customers. Now, we talked about this a couple minutes ago with really listening and kind of opening our eyes to what their needs are. So listen to your customers plus understanding their needs, and that is the solution that you offer to them.
What about virtual parties? Do you offer a theme?
I don't, personally. I go with whatever my current outline is. So like right now we have the Quick Eats the Quick Eats virtual party outline that I just got done. That's the one that I'm using right now. Let me tell you guys, it has freaking been amazing. Okay. So let me stop for a second because.
But you could use your outline. Like today I was talking to someone, they're going to book a virtual party in October. And they want it to be before the holidays for Christmas.
Okay.
So I could name it, Tara's before Christmas party, and then just follow your outline for the, not like a food theme, but like a seasonal theme. Name it something for.
Naming the party and actually the outline we use are kind of two different things.
Okay.
It kind of lends itself to the same experience. I'm getting ready to put together a new baking outline for the season. So that's going to be something within the next week and a half, I would say. Hopefully I'll get done for you guys. Because again, we're getting ready to go into baking season. And so I want to have that available. So what's good about that is that when you're host coaching and you have that conversation beforehand, yes, you could say, we can do Quick Eats, which is easy, fast recipes that you can put together, 30 minutes or under, or are you more into baking, right? So you would have a couple outlines that you can play with. Right now, I'm sticking with Quick Eats because, again, we're in, busy season, sports are starting, moms are crazy, school just started. And so right now we're solving problems. We're in the solving problem stage. We haven't kind of switched over to baking season yet. But I will tell you guys this. I don't know how many of you guys seen the other day when I posted my virtual parties and what my sales were with my 5 virtual parties that I had the other day. 2 of them were not qualified, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1 was 0. The host kind of bailed on me. I think two hadn't qualified and 2 were qualified. Well, I have all 4 ended up over $650 from that outline. All 4 of them did. The ones that were not qualified. And the person that had bailed, guess what? She had a life issue going on, right? Because it happens. And so right now we restarted her party and she has a virtual party going.
Becky, is the outline still on, what is it, Evernote? Is that the program? Okay, Question. I pull that up on my phone, but when you pull it up on a computer, so on my phone, it's very difficult to, I actually have to go into Evernote every single time to even look at it, but I have to pull it up through your link. But when you go in through a computer, can you actually then, once you bring up an Evernote, save it?
You can save it on your phone. Michelle, you just need to download the Evernote app for your phone.
I have it downloaded. Maybe I just haven't figured out how to save it. Because every time I have to find it again on the virtual Facebook page, and then I have to reopen it every single time I want it. It's not saving for some reason.
And you've gone into your app and opened the app up?
It's probably not saving because it is a bigger file. So if you don't have the Premier Evernote, it's not going to save. If you have the basic, it's not going to save for you.
Okay, so get the Premier.
Tiffany, you're right, because I couldn't download it until I had the Premier membership.
Yeah, it's a larger file this time. And again, it was more of I know it's a larger file, but I think with the amount of pictures that I added this time to it, it really kind of draws people a little bit more because every post pretty much has some kind of tip going on along with it. And there's a lot more engagement going on. So,
But there
has a solution for that.
So there is a solution. There is a solution if you guys, because I don't have the Premier Evernote because I'm cheap. I'm cheaper than Becky. I have on my phone. They changed it. It's called Samson Note, and I take and I copy the link of the Evernote and I put it in my Samson Note, and I just open it from there, and it opens up every time. I just can't save it or change it. So, and there's nothing to change unless you want to, when you copy and paste, if there's stuff that you need to change in the wording, you could do it in there.
Yeah, so if you were Apple.
Yeah, because I didn't know if you did it like through Google Drive. You have a Google Drive, like, I can save it to you.
Yeah, you should be able to do the same thing that Tiffany's saying through Google, and just take that take the link and pop it into a Google Doc, and then same thing, open up a Google Doc, hit the link, and then it should open that file up for you.
So what's this meat raise?
And then you can just copy and paste the words onto, into your party, and then, I mean, you could either save. I normally, what I do, guys, is I copy and paste the words from my Evernote doc, but I save all of my pictures from the actual file itself into my camera roll, so they're already there in order for me, so that as I post, I'm just copy and pasting the words, posting it onto your Facebook post, and then just clicking photo and coming from my camera roll to get the pictures. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And that saves me a lot of time. It saves me a lot of time.
Because your outline goes right in order for where you're posting your virtual parties.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, and I started doing the Google Doc the Google form at the end of the party again, because I wanted to get an idea with, I try to, whenever I change the outline, of what my guests thought about it. And everybody was in love with the outline. I asked them, was it the right amount of posts? Was it too many posts or not enough posts? And every single last one of them, I had like 72 responses from the 5 virtual parties. And every single last one of them said just the right amount. So that for me was, because sometimes you don't know whether it's too much or not enough or whatever. And so, that was the feedback I needed, and then the sales to show, exactly. It's really all about getting your host involved, though. So, all right. I don't think we're going to have time to finish that up. So I just want to leave you guys with this. And you'll notice that tonight I didn't have any sales information for you guys because, as you know, if you've been on Consultants Corner in the last 2 days, they've been doing a huge update in the background. And so our sales trackers have not been up from the 15th and 16th. And so unfortunately, I was not able to pull the team sales numbers up and like the individual sales numbers up. But I can tell you that we freaking knocked it out of the park last month compared to the year before. So I will be tomorrow going back in, pulling all that information up. And so you'll see some recognition posts on the team page tomorrow. For our team sales, and then also for our top 10 in sales for the organization. Okay, so sorry I wasn't able to do that tonight, though. Does anyone have any questions at all?
I don't have a question, but I just set up my virtual parties for this week, and they've changed Facebook again. Just so you know, if I set all mine up on my phone, so I have 5 parties that I started on Friday. I got to set up 2 of them on my phone, and then, 3 of them on my phone, and my last 2 I couldn't set up on my phone. So I don't know and I restarted my phone, but it just wasn't allowing me to set up, so I actually had to set it up on my computer.
What was it telling you?
That there was an error. And like I said, I restarted my phone. I don't know if there was just a glitch in the system at that point. So if you're not used to using your computer, you'll learn real quick like I just did. I had to download all the photos because it wasn't even allowing in the first 3 parties that I started, it wasn't allowing me to download a cover photo either. So like I said, it could have been a glitch on something at that point. But just if you guys have any virtual parties starting this week or this weekend, just know that you might run into errors, or it could have been just a glitch at the time.
If you notice something going on, make sure you share it on the team page so that way we can kind of troubleshoot together. I will tell you, most of the time when you see those kind of glitches, it means that they're making another change to Facebook groups.
But they did change the way it looks when you set up a group. So it is going to look different if you do it from your phone. It doesn't.
I did notice that.
I don't even know how to explain it, but it's not the same, like 1, 2, 3 steps. It's like all the 3 steps are on one shot. And so you're going to have to name your party, add your host, and click whether it's private or it's always going to be a closed group. But it's all on one screen.
Is it easy to do from a computer? Is it more?
Yeah, you can do it either way, Megan.
Because Scott just got me a laptop, so I could update the laptop, so I don't have to use my iPad, because we've had issues with me getting the imagery from the website and stuff. So we got a laptop because I thought it'd be easier to do virtual parties and getting the advertisements and stuff from that.
I use a laptop and I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Laptop is the way to go for me.
And it's going to be a personal, it's always going to be a personal decision. Each of us operate it so different from the other.
I'm getting older and I need the bigger screen.
Oh, Gail, we love you.
Tiffany, I use my phone too, so I'm on Tiffany's team.
Yeah, well, that's what I say. We do, it just depends on my mood. You know what I mean? Honestly, if I'm lazy and not coming downstairs to the office, then I'm going to be on my phone doing it, because I'm not dragging my happy butt downstairs to get my laptop to go back upstairs to work. It's not happening.
See, I think once I get used to it, I'll use my phone more.
Yeah.
But to get up started and kicking, then I'll use the laptop to get it going and then manage my phone.
Yeah. It's all personal choice, for sure.
I mean, when I started, I used my phone for everything. I mean, setting up the parties, doing everything in the Pampered Chef app, because I personally did not know how to navigate around Consultant's Corner. But now I don't find myself using the app as much, except for looking up product information and how much it costs, or use and care, or warranties. Or when I have to find a product under $10, that's a quick reference right there. I don't even close my parties out in the app anymore. It's so much easier on the laptop or computer, whatever, because you could do more functions from, like Becky taught me, and I don't know if you guys know this, but if someone gives you an order of like 5 items, and where it says look up the item number, if you type in the 4-digit number, which some of them are now 6, if you type in the 4-digit number, a space, and then add the next item, space, add the next item, and hit enter, it pulls the whole thing up.
Yeah.
I was blown away.
The little things in life, right?
I know, right?
All right, so any other questions, ladies?
I have a question. I wanted to share that I set up 2 parties today, and when I did, I linked my VIP page to the party. And I've already gotten 3 responses and had people join the VIP group, and the party started.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Use all those strategies, guys. They work. I promise you, getting new blood into your VIP group, that's what it's all about. It's a direct way for them to stay in touch with you when they need you. So that's why I say that new social media training, Gail, that we were just talking about a couple minutes ago, the strategies that Shanda teaches you for when you do have a VIP group on there, it'll change your VIP group 120%.
Because our personal website will issue out emails to our already, I guess, when we've had a party and we have guests listed, they send out e-letters or e-news to.
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you're opted in for the e-newsletter, then yes, they will send those e-newsletters out on your behalf.
It's automatic.
Yep.
And you can go back and look up who has viewed them and not.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yep, you got it.
But after you close out every show, whether it's a cooking or virtual, and you've entered, either you personally entered or it's been an order off of a virtual party, and they've entered an email address, make sure you go into your contacts and add them to that newsletter if you haven't clicked that box in their order.
Okay.
Because they're not automatically put into that group. We have to put them in.
Okay.
You guys want to see what she's talking about? Because I know that sounds confusing.
Consultant's Corner is so easy.
I looked it up, but I only had, out of like 8 or 10 guests, I had like two signed up for the e-letter.
Okay. Yeah, I'll show you how to fix that. All right, let me share my screen, and I'll show you how to do it. All right, so you log in. Here's your Consultant's Corner, right? And then you're going to go to Contacts.
Your heart into it. I have cervical cancer from an infection.
I know, right? What the heck? And it's going to pull up. This is going to be all of your contacts that you've ever had from every show. Okay? So just because you have them as a contact does not mean that they're going to receive your newsletter. Okay? Two completely different things. So what you're going to do is you're going to click right here, this little box. You click that. It highlights every one of your contacts that's in your list.
Okay.
You click Add to Group. You click Send e-newsletter.
Okay.
And then you click Add to Group. And now what you've done is you have basically go through and select anybody that's not already receiving your newsletter and add them to that group.
Oh my God, Becky, you have 6,266 contacts.
Yes.
I did that first time I seen it too.
Yes. 6,000 headaches. No, I'm just joking. Just teasing. Yeah, well, think about it, guys. I've been doing this for 7 years.
True.
You know?
Is there a way for us to see the emails that are going out to our customers?
So what I have done, I have myself in there with my email address, and I send myself the newsletter. But you also, they send out a communication through our email that says you can now, it's normally in the STIR scale, go figure, that it says you can go in and personalize the email or the e-newsletter, that it's time to personalize the e-newsletter. And when they send that communication out, you can actually go in and you can see what the newsletter is going to look like.
Well, that's the newsletter, but I've gotten 4 emails from Tiffany in the past week. So.
Yeah, so there's 2 different things, okay? So we have our newsletter that goes out the beginning of the month. That's completely different than our home office communication that goes out. So there is an actual, again, it's on the STIR, at the bottom of the STIR, what the communication strategy for the month is going to be. And it lists on there when they're going to send out emails on our behalf.
Right.
So they're 2 separate and completely different things. They're actually sent out by 2 different marketing companies for us.
Okay.
Okay. But the newsletter is the one that we kind of have a little bit of control over. It's the one that we can personalize. But then we can also send out communication anytime we want. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that you can send out communication to your customers?
I've seen that, yes.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you know, it's something I normally go in at the end of the month and just like I showed you guys, add everybody to my contacts to make sure that they're getting my newsletter, just because when you're doing this many shows, you forget to click, you know, send newsletter on some of those orders. So I go back and catch all the ones that I've missed. Typically I try to do that like the last day of the month. To make sure, because the newsletter goes out within the first 24 to 48 hours of the month. That way I don't miss anyone.
I've been getting a lot of through the VIP when they order, they will send that, like, I guess when they order, it has where you can contact the host or whatever, and it sends, you know, sign me up for the email and recipes. I've been getting a lot of those emails when they place orders.
Because that was a request that we made, that they make that more prominent, where people could see where they could opt in for our newsletters and communications. they also made it more prominent for them to click for booking a show or joining your team. Okay, so that's why when you see that double, like when somebody places an order and you get 2 emails when they've done it, it's just to kind of alert you that they've clicked something in that communication section.
So, okay, so you say that's something that you guys requested. How come, I mean, is that in the STIR or the Focus?
What?
That did they show us that, or did they just tell directors that? Because I didn't know that they changed something.
No, it's nothing that they changed. It was just when they were doing the new screens. It was just a location basically that they changed it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It wasn't like they added it. It's always been there. It just wasn't kind of your face for them to click.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's always been there, but it's just it for me it's just kind of weird how I'm getting double the because I mean I do check them just to make sure, because it says, the customer wants to be in contact with you. So you don't know what it is.
Right.
It could be a booking, join your team, or, the recipe. So you have to check them.
All right. I know we've gone a little long. Anybody else have any more questions? No? Megan, you're good. Jackie, you're good.
I'm good.
Brandy's frozen, so she must be good. Oh, there she is. Gail, you're good?
Everything goes together.
Okay, Nikki, you're good? And Miss Beth, it's still in black. Are you good?
Something that I made, but it's like one of the coolest feelings.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I missed you. I didn't even get to see your face tonight. Goodness.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because we had Mike join us too.
Hi, Mike.
Let's give them a shout out. They had their first cooking show last night.
How'd it go?
Yay.
It went well.
What'd you make?
We made the grilled buffalo chicken wraps and